Welcome back to Mega May. For those of you who are just joining us, we are here in support of the 20XC Expo Kickstarter, trying to get an incredible event off the ground. Make sure you type in exclamation mark Kickstarter in the chat right now to learn more about how you can be a part of this. My name's Hockey Babbler. You can call me Babs for short. I'll be vibing here with you for the next couple of hours. And I am so stoked to be here with the absolutely incredible Skybane Zero, who's going to be showing off Mega Man and Bass for the GBA with a very unique category that is not appearing on the schedule. But Skybane, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, fam. So here's the story. When I initially submitted this game for Mega May, I had it titled Mega Man and Bass GBA version, No Hate Playthrough. Because this version rather, has quite a reputation for being very not liked by the fandom. It's like, you look at the Mega Man Classics tier lists on like everywhere, this version is at the bottom of the list all the time. I happen to like it. I'm very happy to share with you why I like it. But before that, gonna introduce the other commentators here. David, you wanna go first?
Hey, so yeah, I'm Chomp, or David. I'm the co-founder of Get Me Off the Moon. A while ago, I actually streamed this game for Get Me Off the Moon. And yeah, I'm going to be on the couch for this one.
Alrighty. Josh, you want to go next?
Yep, I'm Josh, also known as Yoshinator, and I haven't played this one. I think this is the only classic game I haven't played, now that I think about it, so I'm just here to hang out, I guess.
So I don't have to worry about Josh hating something for once. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
I'll be a good little angel, you know, you can see my halo and everything, so.
And Kame.
Hey there, I'm Kame. I'm the Dean of Mega Buster University. I teach a lot of these games Buster only, including this one, but not this version. But this is my favorite classic game, and I'm excited to see what the differences are going to be here on the GBA.
Heck yeah, I'm excited to have Kame on board this too, because he's a big, I actually just discovered he's a big Mega Man and Bass fan, just like the other day when I was hosting it. It was a Buster only marathon you were doing of the classic games then, right?
Yeah, I was running Mega Man 1 through 6 on the NES at the time. Buster only, of course.
I know, and then you just happened to share that when we were talking about the jankiness of the different classic games, you just happened to share that Mega Man and Bass with your favorite because it's not as janky.
Yeah, it is one of the biggest reasons I'm easily frustrated by conflicting controls, shall we say. This has got like some real nice smoothness to it in that respect, but it's also a very unique game. I mean, it borrows the visuals of Mega Man 8 and it compacts them into, well, at first a Super Famicom cartridge, but now a Game Boy Advance cartridge as well. And to me, that's impressive. It's pretty. The soundtrack is so nice and chill. I just love the vibes of this game through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game. Sorry, David?
Yeah, I did notice that when I was playing through it is really consistent. Like Mega Man 6 does have some jank with like not being able to jump out of like slide or like the Mega Buster charge shot knocking you back and eating inputs.
Yeah.
And I think 5 was all right, but that had a couple of issues with it too.
Yeah, don't talk to Kame about 5.
Yeah, don't get me going about 5. We'll never get to this game, I promise.
Oh man,
we're supposed to not be hating stuff today.
That's true. I need to hear about that later though, because I love talking about stuff like that. But anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, well, we're not here for those.
Yep, it's time for a countdown. So, I'm going to be starting this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. So, as if the whole concept of this playthrough wasn't mad enough, yes, I am going with Mega Man. Because a lot of people regard him as the harder character. I think he's easier. I've always had an easier time with him. A lot of people argue that the platforming sections are harder with him, and they are. But, you know, you play the game long enough, you get used to the platforming. And honestly, it's for me the hardest part of this game isn't the platforming; it's the bosses. And with the bosses, Base just kind of stinks with them. At least if he doesn't. But yeah. So we're getting into this, and yeah, just busting ahead. So I'm playing the GBA version again. The thing that a lot of people don't like about the GBA version is the screen crunch. The game has, you know, a decent amount of screen crunch going on. It never really bothered me. I actually just recently replayed the SNES version of the game to kind of compare the two and have that comparison fresh in my memory. And I was surprised to find that a lot of the things I thought I would be able to see in the SNES version, I couldn't see. So it's like there's a bit of screen crunch going on with the SNES version too, to be honest. Like a lot of the things that you can't see in the GBA version, you also can't see in the SNES version, honestly. Like that was my genuine experience, or a lot of the hazards anyway. I mean, there is stuff cut out, but when it comes to actual hazards, like things which will actually kill you, the screen difference isn't that significant. And it's also like, I honestly feel like this game goes slow enough to where you don't have to worry about things off screen, like posing that much of a hazard to you. That's a bigger problem in Mega Man Zero. A way bigger problem in Mega Man Zero, because you're dashing at a mile a minute and you're running into things all the time.
It's so fast-paced. Oh man, it's hard by comparison.
Yeah.
You gotta have good memory for that stuff.
Yeah. My hottest take for this whole playthrough is that you have no right complaining about the GBA version if you like Mega Man Zero. Surprise, surprise! Mega Man Zero is my favorite game series of all time.
Fair enough. Oh man, Mega Man Zero's screen crunch is crazy. I wish that the collections pulled that out a little bit wider screen.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. It's funny, like I 100%, I do 100 point rank runs in all those games. I've been doing that since I was a kid. And the more I love them, the more I become aware of their faults in the screen crunch department.
Right. But, you can't really have, a favorite game if you can't also, acknowledge that it has faults and still come away with liking the game. Right? Because, no game's gonna be 100% perfect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're getting into King here. It is so nice to have the English dialogue for this, by the way. There's a fan translation out there for the SNES version, but I always thought it was kind of rough. Maybe there was an updated version, I don't know, but the one I played was pretty rough. But this is all in very legitimate English, so I appreciate that too. You'll also notice, huge thing about the GBA version. So I talked about the why people hate it. Here's why you should really love the GBA version. The music. The music is so much more full. There's more to hear. There's more instrumentation. It's a different feel for sure. I can understand why people would like the SNES version as its own thing. And they are very different. And so I don't really want to say one is worse than the other, but there is so much, I think, to love about the GBA version because there is that much more going on in the music. I think the SNES version's music it's a lot simpler. It's like I can detect maybe 3 audio channels maybe in the music, whereas in Mega Man and Bass, I just hear so much stuff going on.
I think part of what people might prefer about the SNES music is simply nostalgia, that it just sounds like childhood as opposed to the later GBA release.
It's possible. The North America never actually got the SNES version, though. They only got the GBA version. And I think... So, and I think there would be nostalgia for, people who played the SNES version alone. But for me, I guess there is nostalgia going on for me, too, with the GBA version, because this is the version I played first. And I had, I played this game to death when I was a kid. I was just coming off Mega Man 8. That was, my first classic game. And, after coming off of Mega Man 8, I loved that game so much that I was desperately looking for another game just like it to get into next. And then I found Mega Man and Bass, and of course in North America, that game was only available for GBA. So I picked up the GBA version, and of course this was pre-internet. I grew up in the 90s. This is pre-internet. I didn't know anything about it was potentially nerfed. So I just rolled with it, and I had no regrets at the end of the day. I honestly still feel that if there wasn't an SNES version of Mega Man and Bass, and there was only the GBA version, people would love this game to death, like just as much.
Potentially.
Potentially,
Oh,
indeed.
Something to bring up. In Twitch chat, I'm Eternal Zero, so just to put that out there. If I pipe up in Twitch chat, that's what it's going to be under.
Yeah, thanks. So getting into Cold Man, I love this song so much, man. And again, it has so much more going on in the GBA version with the music. Like, you can hear those drum beats in particular. You hear, like, these drum samples going on. That, in my opinion, is something that only the GBA with its additional RAM could pull off over the SNES version. Because the SNES version only had, like, it had, like, half the RAM of the GBA. And you could definitely see that put to use. Like, the double the RAM for the GBA, I think it enhances the music. It also enhances the lag. Like, and the SNES version didn't have that much lag. It's not that laggy of a game. But the lag that is there is, like, totally negated in the GBA version, in my experience.
Yeah, the music here is really nice. Props to the composers for really making use of the extra sound channels they had access to. I mean, Mega Man has stellar soundtracks all across the board, but this is really nice too.
Speaking of Mega Man's stellar soundtracks, we have a second for me to cut in and talk about why it is we're all here.
Heck yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. So just to remind everyone in chat, we are here in support of the Kickstarter for 20XD Expo, the Mega Man Fan Festival. And speaking of those soundtracks, there will be incredible concerts and programming available around the music of Mega Man. So if you love the music of Mega Man, which how could you not? The music of Mega Man is, like, objectively all bangers.
Heck yeah.
Then you are going to want to be at 20XD Expo either in person or virtually. Type in !Kickstarter in chat right now to learn how you can become a part of this. You can, even if you can't make it to Seattle in 2027 to join us in person at the expo, you can still join us virtually and enjoy all of the great concerts, all of the incredible content that folks are putting together. Learn more about it right now, !Kickstarter in chat.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
definitely.
Dabs.
Thanks. So, can you tell us a little bit about, are there any real changes in Cold Man stage?
Actual changes in the stage, no. It's pretty much the same, you know, with a little screen crunch going on. But I've already talked about that with the game as a whole. No, it's just the stage might actually be less laggy. I think I covered that too, because of the additional RAM from the GBA. But no, for this, it's mainly the music. That's different, and that's all it needs to be. Like, the music is so good, it elevates this stage to a whole nother dimension.
Gotcha. So, you were touching on earlier how the platforming is a little bit more difficult with Mega Man versus Bass. So, here, I think the major just kind of takeaway is that Bass has the double jump and the dash. Right. And, I find that this level doesn't really have many spots that really take advantage of those specifically. Maybe they do, and I just avoid them.
What specifically? Sorry?
The dash and the double jump.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this stage is pretty easy. I don't think either character has a reason to have much problem with this. But, and Cold Man's also equally easy. A little harder with Mega Man than Bass, because that cloud is a bit more threatening. But it's not that bad. Also, shoutouts to Gamester! Yo! Hey! Appreciate you coming in, man. Hope you're having a good one. Enjoy the show. And Varunius, too! Yo! All the bros in the house.
Heck yeah.
Most stages have different paths only available with double jump. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if it's possible. Kame, maybe you can tell me. Is it possible to get all the CDs with Bass? Because I know it's possible with Mega Man.
I don't think so, because I think there's spots you would have to be able to slide through as Mega Man in order to get certain ones. I don't think base can do that.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if you can use, like, glitches and stuff. Like, you see speedrunners zipping through the walls in this game all the time. I'm
There
wondering
might
if
be
you can...
something like that, but I'm the guy that only plays Buster only, so I'm the worst one to ask that kind of thing.
I know that I
Gotcha.
did the double jump glitch with Mega Man using the thunder weapon or the lightning weapon in this to get some of the CDs.
When I was a kid, too. Like, didn't look it up or anything. That was really neat.
Yeah.
I will say it's a little brutal for the game to throw you into Burner Man as the next in the weakness chain after Cold Man.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Like, they didn't have to do that. Also, his weakness being pushed on the spikes instead of the actual weapon will really throw a lot of veteran players for a loop.
Yeah. I'm sorry, can you say that again, David?
Oh. Hold on a minute, I think
Down
my
a bit.
internet's giving me problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Gotta
think
turn this
Discord
down a
was
bit,
being
too.
kind of weird earlier. So.
Yeah, Varunius, that Mega Man CD's TAS, I actually had the fortune of being able to commentate on that when Mega Man showcased it like a few days ago. It was just, I was like right there during their task block. And I was like, hey, can you guys bring me in? I have a lot to say about this game. So that was fun.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Alright,
Yep.
perfect. So, yeah, I was saying, I did a few... I know that I collected a few of the, EDs using the electric weapon glitch to get double jumps with Mega Man. And, some of the... I had a, rough time getting some of the CDs that required Rush, like the digging weapon.
Oh, yeah.
That was... whoa.
Shoutouts to Ground Man.
Shoutouts to Ground Man, and some of the worst designed collectibles I've ever seen.
Yeah,
But, you know.
Ice Wall, I've been using it so far. I really got to save some for Burner Man, but just kind of rolling with the punches here. There's a hit right there, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this game. I've been playing it since I was a kid. I actually have a fun story to share because, I mean, let's face it, 75% of the enjoyment we get in games is directly impacted by where we are in life at the time. What influences our mood at the time and whatnot. At that time, yeah, I was a kid, and we were just getting ready to go on vacation, like a family vacation. And I had ordered Mega Man and Bass like, a few days prior, and I was really hoping it would get to, get home on time for me to like have it on hand to play during vacation. It did not get there. In time. So I was so bummed out, like, the first couple days of the vacation. But then, little did I know that my good father went by the post office on one vacation day. He, like, drove up to the house, because we weren't that far. And in the mail, he picked up the game. Like, the game was in the mail at home. And so he went, like, when he came back to where we were vacationing, like, he presented it to me, and man, I was pleased to pieces.
MVP.
Because I thought I thought I wouldn't have it, and I did have it, and it was great.
That's A+ dating right there.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What a
Chat, I would
hero.
love to hear your Mega memories also, because I'm sure everyone's got their core Mega memories.
Heck yeah. Josh, you were trying to say something?
No, I was just saying it's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever shared that before.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna... Oh, it didn't screw me over. Thought this was a game developed specifically for GBA thanks to Nintendo Power back in the day. Didn't know Rockman and Forte was long before that until years later. Yeah, the North Americans only got it through GBA. And if you didn't know any different, I think you would have liked it more. But, then later the SNES version became a well-known fact. And, you know, people kind of saw that as the default version, but I really wanted to do a showcase of this version, too, because it's got some great things of its own, in my opinion. Well, we're getting to Burner Man now. I'm going to see if I can do a quick kill. Probably won't, but we're going to see. I did! Oh my god, I pulled that off. Hold on. This would actually be incredible. It was not incredible, but I pulled off that first hit, and it's so hard to get that first hit off him. It's really tight timing to get that first ice wall off, like right as the boss fight begins. Usually he's so quick on the draw that he pulls off his attack and hits you before you can get yours off. And then usually you can follow up with more ice walls after the fact. See if I can do another one here. I do not. I'm not going to get
Burning
killed,
Man,
though.
this doesn't look like the California desert.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like he's burning down the forest, but yeah.
He's one of those really helpful robot masters.
Yep.
I don't know if we want this forest destroyed, to be honest.
Yeah, looked pretty fine to me.
It's like in Mega Man 7, where you can free beat by basically burning down that whole forest room.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Mega Man 7, this game is so interesting to me in that it looks like Mega Man 8, but it plays like Mega Man 7. And the sound effects and stuff, too, are also it's like right out of Mega Man 7 as well. It's an interesting hybrid in that department.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, I was hoping I had enough for the energy balancer, but alas.
Nope.
I also want to showcase this question of autos. Don't want any more items? No or yes? This has tripped me up since I was a kid. It's like, I want to leave the shop, and it's like, what's the right answer?
Man, he needs to, like, knock that
Yes?
off.
Maybe?
Yeah. No, so I want to leave the shop. It's like, what do you guys think's the right answer if you want to leave the shop?
No?
No, yeah. Because
I'm
you
thinking
don't
yes.
want any more items.
Say
It is
yes.
It is actually no.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
I got fooled.
I got
It is such
bamboozled
a-
with my experience from the Super Nintendo.
This is
It
just
is
like what
such
they do in
stupid
Vegas
phrasing.
to try to keep you trapped in the casinos, right? They're just trying to keep you trapped in the store so that you spend more money.
Yeah,
True.
for real. It's hilarious.
But Otto, you have to let
Alright.
us leave so we can get more money.
Right, there's
True.
a pirate man in this game, but there's no cowboy man anywhere in Mega Man, and that really needs to change.
This is
It's
true,
true.
too. Also, another opinion from you guys. Do you think this music is sad or happy?
Neither, really.
Neither.
I think it's kind of
Yeah.
neutral. I think it's just a nice, chill little jam. I
I'd call-
don't know.
Yeah.
Whimsical?
It's melancholy.
Yeah, I've heard that said before. The reason I ask is because there's been a debate in the speedrunning community for this game for a long time now, whether it is a sad or happy song. And basically, the current world record holder has the right to determine whether it's sad or happy.
Ooh.
Is that how that works?
Apparently,
Well-
yeah.
It's a perk you get, yeah.
Current record holder determines whether a song is happy or sad, and driver gets to pick the music. I see how it is.
That's just science.
It's true.
That's science, yep. But yeah, I think it's both. I think it's melancholic, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely bits of both ends in there. It's kind of whatever you want it to be.
It was like, it has to be lower for the commentators. I thought that guy was lower. So, you know, I highly encourage you all to look it up in your own time, because it's very interesting. Please don't hit me, Mr. Chest. Wow, you got rid of him, nice.
Those mimics are kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I like that the fire
Here's
weapon.
sorry, go ahead.
I like that the fire weapon isn't totally useless underwater in this game.
Yeah, it has a new application.
Yeah. Not
I
very
was gonna say
common to
back
see.
there with... What's that?
So not very common to see.
Yeah. I was gonna say back there with the bubbles, I can see how maybe the screen crunch would affect you there. So, just shouting it out. It's not... I mean, I've never had a problem with it, but I can see how it might be a problem. Pirate Man has another problem of his own, though. He,
Skybane's just telling the haters to get good, is basically what he's saying.
I mean... yeah, it's kind of.
Yep.
See, for me, it's like, the platforming, you get used to that in the end. At the end of the day. And again...
Yeah, and I mean, the stages are kind of built for both characters to be able to traverse them anyway, so it's not that terrible.
Yeah,
True.
that's how I feel. And, you know, again, my hottest take of this playthrough, of this showcase, is that if you like Mega Man Zero, you really have no right to dislike this game. The screen crunch in Zero is worse. And in my opinion, there's really not that much difference. Like, you could say that Zero, okay, well, Zero was made for GBA. That's just how it is. But, you know, I think it's poorly optimized for GBA, to be honest. So,
I agree.
And so it's like, I don't think there's a difference between a game that's poorly optimized for GBA and a game which wasn't made for GBA with the screen crunch. You know what I mean?
I can see where you're coming from.
I don't know, this kind of sounds like you're hating, but I mean, you know, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah,
Hating on your own favorite game now. You're really twisting this one, aren't you?
Gosh, I thought this
Jeez.
was a hateless run.
I know.
Jeez.
Let's
You're not
just
gonna get any hate
praise
out of
Mega
me.
Man and Base, hate your own favorite game. Can't believe that.
Well,
What
see,
is this?
that's the thing. We know it's a well-established and documented fact that I love the Zero series. I have made that abundantly crystal clear over all these years.
Wow.
And just a few days ago, actually, I was able to sneak in a 100 points playthrough of Mega Man Zero 2. And man, did I gush about that game. But yeah, it's like,
man.
I love Mega Man Zero. So I have no qualms about talking about the problems with it in its own respect.
Fair enough.
I guess. To me, it just seems like you have to love something, then you can hate something else for free. Like, I don't know. It's a give and take. It's this balancing act he has to play in his mind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, take it however you want. Like, you guys, I mean, obviously you're free to like or dislike whatever you want. I just know that this game is like universally this version is universally disliked. So I feel it deserves some love, and that's what Mega Man is all about.
Aside from the screen crunch, what is the usually cited reason for the hate?
Good question.
It's that right
A
there.
lot of what's that?
It's that right there that don't want any more item. That's the biggest thing.
Well, yeah, it's either that or you have it in Japanese in the SNES version. Like, you either not understand it or you understand his intent badly. But aside from that, so there's a hot argument, honestly, whether the music in GBA is better. There are a lot of people who will there are a lot of people who prefer the SNES version, which I think is kind of influenced what you were saying, Babs, about the nostalgia factor. I think it has that going for it. Like, the SNES definitely has its own, kind of sound style.
Exactly, where even if you didn't grow up with this, where this game wasn't specifically nostalgic for you, the SNES sound font has a nostalgia for you.
Right, and I think that's kind of what it is. That there are just people who prefer the sound font of the SNES more than GBA. Now, me, I didn't grow up with the GBA. I grew up during I didn't grow up with the SNES. I grew up during GBA PS1 era. So I don't have as much nostalgia for the SNES. And that may factor into why I like the GBA version more, I'm not going to lie. But I have seen other people saying and agreeing with me that the GBA version just has more to hear. There are more complex arrangements. I think they have more instrumentation. But I could see the other side of the argument too. The SNES version has undeniably better beat and bass. And I'm gonna say it, even though I never say it, no pun intended. But
But,
every time I bring up the thing about the beat and bass with the SNES version, there's
yeah.
always someone who's like, pun intended, about bass.
Ooh.
But you love puns. I don't believe you.
Cypher's
Yeah.
calling you out. Sound like some hate and the run needs to be reset to me.
Yep.
I mean,
true,
reset
turn
the
it
hate
off.
or reset the run.
Reset the run.
Okay, I will.
I will say
I
to
won't.
anyone in chat who did grow up with the SNES, unlike our incredible runner Skybane, please make sure to get your cholesterol levels checked and take care of your heart health because you're getting older, just like me.
That's true. I had to change the tennis balls in my walker today. It sucked, but whatever.
Listen, you
At
gotta
least-
maintain that.
Nah, at least I grew up with Mario RPG and stuff, so I'm good. I got it, it's alright.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll keep
So
me
that's
more
kind of-
stable than the wheels.
So, I mean, back to the question of why why people like the SNES version more, it really just comes down to those two factors. It's the screen crunch and the music. One is more debatable than the others, but, it's mostly the screen crunch, I think.
Yeah. That's what I hear most of the time, is the screen crunch.
Yeah. It's like one of those things that, see, I kind of feel like it's worse than it gets the reputation for, or its reputation is worse than it actually is what I'm saying.
Right. Ice Wall is so OP, though. I just gotta
It is,
bring
yeah.
that up.
Yeah, it's legit the most powerful weapon in Classic.
Yeah, it's crazy how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, these things would take 1,000,000 hits to kill with just the Buster.
It is wild. Probably the best shield weapon. Yeah, you just said it was like the best weapon, definitely, and it's also probably just such a good shield weapon too.
Yeah, it has great practical use as well. Like, you can stand on it, kind of get an artificial double jump in place of
Right.
Base's double jump. Oh yeah, it allows for zipping as well. I'll be showing a little bit of that later on, usually in places where it won't matter, because I kind of want to showcase, I don't want to skip too much. Yeah.
Right.
Because the other complaint about this game, and this applies to all versions, is that the game is like ridiculously hard, like even almost impossible with Mega Man as opposed to Base. That's not true at all in my experience.
I agree.
Possible with
too.
Mega Man sounds like a skill issue.
Yep.
It really tells more about the person making that claim than the game itself, really, if we want to be technical.
I think
Yeah.
that's true, because you play as Mega Man like 800 games, now you can't do it this one time. Like, come
Now you
on,
can't
dude,
do
get
it.
over it.
Come on.
Come
No,
on, bro.
it is really hard. This is a really hard game. I'd say, like, I think the only classic game that's probably on the same level, if not harder, is probably Mega Man 9.
Yeah. You know, David, it's so funny you mentioned that. I was recently watching a streamer play this game for the first time. Ooh, that was close.
Whoa.
It's like she was going through all the... I missed that life, though. I ran for my life from that
Yeah.
chest, and the life despawned.
An eye for an
But
eye.
Not enough. But it's so funny you say that, David. I actually just ran into a streamer recently who played this game for the first time. And of course, she wasn't allowed to hate it because I was in the chat.
Right.
No, that's a joke. But she was of the opinion at the end of the day that Mega Man 9 and 10 were harder than this game.
No, this
Wow.
game is legit, like, hard. It has some real challenging bits. And they can take you by surprise.
Yeah. And most of those challenging bits, in my opinion, are the bosses. The stages are, they can be tricky, but you eventually get used to those. You don't really ever end up getting used to the bosses because they just throw wild cards at you from time to time.
Yeah.
It's like their patterns are always kind of, random, whereas the platforming is never random. So
Right.
that's really what it is for me that makes me say that Mega Man makes the game easier than Base.
Also, just like way that some of the boss weaknesses in this game work is like nothing else in the series. Like, I mentioned it a little bit ago, but I'm not sure if the internet messing up on my end got in the way of that. But like Burner Man's weakness working the way it does is like really crazy. That's from a like having played other Mega Man games. Like if you're a Mega Man veteran and you run into that, where the weakness is actually pushing Burner Man into the spikes instead of hitting him with the weapon proper, like that's gonna throw you for a loop.
Yeah, it's interesting. The thing about Burner Man's weapon is that if you push him into the spikes, that does more damage. But hitting him with the ice ball does about as much damage as a normal weakness does to a Robot Master. It's just the spikes which kind of factor into things and make it seem like the normal ice ball doesn't do as much.
True. But like,
Okay.
I do like how, I do like when weapon weaknesses interact with the boss more than just like dealing crazy amounts of damage or stun locking them.
Wrong
So
boss.
like, gimmicks like that make for a lot of fun on replayability, I think.
Yeah. So I entered a stage I just beat by mistake.
Whoops!
Total
And you
accident.
don't have the exit unit.
I don't have the exit item, and I don't want to waste all 5 of my lives to restart. So I'm just gonna go through the stage again, and in doing so, I'll show off a skip that who was it? Yeah, Call Tahoe brought up in the chat, because I do know how to do that. I didn't do it earlier because I wanted to show off that, you know, this guy isn't that bad normally.
True.
Yep. Just a lot of good goods, all I'm hearing.
Yeah, I am far more apt to insult the average player than insult the game.
Yep, no, I get it. I get it.
Josh, you gotta play this sometime, by the way.
I don't know. It looks scary. You guys are all talking about how hard it is and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I got that in me anymore. When you asked me, I am no, but when you asked me like before the Mega Man Legends thing, you know, you're like, oh, you know, let's do that, whatever, or for the Mega Man thing, right? And I was like, you know, it's been a long time since I played Mega Man, so I just boosted up the Legacy Collection. I played X1, and I died the Chill Penguin like I always do. I'm like, never mind. I'm terrible at these games. I've been out of the game for too long. I can't be doing this. So I just dropped it again. I'm the only person who loses
Chill
to
Penguin,
him.
though?
I just always lose to him. He's too hard. Look at
Okay,
him.
here's the glitch. Nope, didn't do that right. I'm gonna try to get it right. Obviously, I have to do it while dodging this guy. It's tricky, though. I almost did it, I think.
You're almost
Ah,
there.
that wasn't close
Aw,
enough.
close.
I know, it looked like that was gonna work. I'm gonna run out of energy soon, though. Yeah.
No, it's over.
This guy is just headbutting me to no end. Nah, okay, I couldn't do it.
He's just
I actually
gotta be
just-
difficult.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gotta be difficult. I actually just learned how to do that, like, 2 days ago, so I'm not the most well-practiced in the art.
But hey, you
Kame,
like
can you do that?
That's what matters.
Yep.
Kame, you there?
I'm sorry, what happened?
Can you do those skips, by any chance?
Me? No, you gotta use the ice weapon, and I think I've seen people using like the thunder or lightning, whatever weapon as well to get different zips and stuff going, and that's something I only mess around with in that fake level that you have to do before the king stages. I don't know nothing about how it's actually executed or anything. I'm completely lacking in knowledge here outside of the Buster.
Fair enough.
Ah, so you do this Buster only too, then?
Yep, every game, even a first playthrough ever of a game is Buster only for me. Like I literally don't mess around with the weapons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Who needs them?
I don't
I don't
know.
even do anything.
Yeah, I just why should I swap to different weapons and try to learn how to use all them when I can just press the shoot button faster? It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Except
Mega
I don't
Man,
get to do all the
Mega
cool
Buster.
skips.
You know, that's what the game's all about.
Do you
Well-
use Charge Buster?
Yeah, I do charge, of course.
Cool, cool. Do you do base Buster only? Because that's the real question of strength.
I've only done it a couple of times, but yeah, I when I play base, it's Buster only. Yep.
Dang, that must be hard, man.
It's a little annoying at first, but once you get the damage upgrade for his Buster, it's not too terrible. But I mean, it's still noticeably slower every boss fight compared to Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colt saying in the chat, base Buster only takes 20 minutes just for bosses. It's
Yeah, it's kind of a struggle.
yeah, it's a hefty demand.
Doesn't it shoot in all 8 directions? That's what he does, right? Or is it not in this one? Or he doesn't in one
Yeah,
of them, doesn't
he
he?
shoots in all 8 directions. The problem, though, is that he has to stand still while he's shooting, and he doesn't have a charge buster, and he can't shoot through walls.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think he can shoot while he's in the air, but only left or right, as opposed to all 8 directions.
Oh, that's right. He can do it in the air. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little helpful, but I mean, we're still talking just that 1 damage at a time, so.
Yeah. That's crazy. I think, hey, there's an upgrade you can get for base, which allows you to shoot through walls, but it, like, halves the damage of your buster. And I'm like, how much worse can this buster be?
Yeah,
it's only doing
crazy.
1 anyway.
Yeah, like, it's kind of nuts how they're just, like, how they just are really ready to just, like, tear Ace's buster just apart.
Yeah, they kneecap him so hard.
It's so rough.
It is rough.
Hey, buddy, what happened?
Okay, so
and then you got stages like this one where it's like, in my opinion, it doesn't even matter which character you play as, because you can't, like, use the... There's not much advantage, I should say, to base having dash and double jump, because, I mean, you can only go the whole 1 screen of distance at a time anyway.
That's
right,
true.
It's an auto-scroller. I was going to say, pay attention to this music, because I think it's one of the biggest highlights of the GBA version. Those drum samples in this stage are not something that the SNES version with its RAM could have pulled off, in my opinion. It's just, especially how it opens with like it's just really a lot more vibrant. Again, my opinion. You could, I mean, the SNES version again has perks of its own, but yeah, this is a great rendition of that song.
Yeah, I've been paying special attention to the music as you've been going through the playthrough here, because I mean, I was mentioning before you start that I really like the chill soundtrack that the game has anyway, and hearing these versions for the first time, I don't know if I necessarily agree that they're better, but I'm not going to call them worse either. I think they're just kind of like, yeah, you ever heard an album that has like a B-side? It's the same songs, but they're just different. You know, that's kind of what I think of with this. It's definitely like more going on, like you're saying, but both of them have their different ways in which they shine. Like, right. I mean, the originals obviously were composed for that sound chip on the SNES, so it's going to have its advantages. But this absolutely takes some interesting little twists to what exists and applies a little extra in a unique way. And I think it's very cool for what it is, for sure.
Yeah, great input, and it's so true. It's really not a question of whether one's better or not. I use those words very loosely, just because I like them more.
Well, this is the internet. If you like something more, it is the best, and everything else sucks. I mean, come on.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, though.
No. Obviously, I'm joking, but yeah, I get it, though. I get it. You like it. Of course, you're going to talk it up.
Yeah, but I was going to say, yeah, it's not really a question of whether one's better or not. It's like, it's not as if this is a more compressed version of SNES, or the SNES version is a more compressed version of this one. That would be an obvious question of which one's better or worse. But there's just a lot of different stuff going on between both these versions. And yeah, I think it's worth to be respected in both cases.
This music really is a pop, though.
Yeah. And I'm just listening to it. Just kind of sounds like Battle Network. So I mean, that's a side effect, I guess, but it's still pretty good.
The word side effect doesn't exactly have the negative connotations I was assuming you would imply.
I was going to say, this better not be Battle Network slander. I won't hear it.
Yeah.
I would never do that during the no hate playthrough. Like that would just defeat
Yeah,
the
there's
point,
no hate
wouldn't
allowed
it?
here.
Yeah, hate
Yeah,
percent.
only
we
if
can't be
it's
doing
Mega
that.
Man Zero. Everything else though. You know?
Yeah, Mega Man
Everything
Zero
else.
rots. I can't stand that game.
Yeah.
Actually,
honestly,
you know what?
yeah.
I got a good question. You said Mega Man Zero enjoyers can't hate on this game, but
Yeah.
can enjoyers of this game hate on Mega Man Zero though?
Well, that's a good question.
Ooh.
I think they can. Well, yeah, because I think it's interchangeable, to be honest. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
You know what fills me with love instead of hate?
What's that?
It's seeing that we're more than halfway to the goal of making 20X Expo a reality.
Yo.
We're more than
Mm.
halfway there, chat, and
Beautiful.
I know that with your help, you can help make that even closer to being possible. There
We
are
can ma-
so many. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we can make that 100%. I know
We
we
can-
can do it.
Absolutely make that 100%. You know, we're more than halfway there. We're barely more than halfway through the month. So, you know, I think that maths out really well. But don't sleep on it, gang, because we do still have some early bird pricing available for both the virtual badge and the weekend badge. So if you want to get in on this expo action, but you don't want to, you know, spend more money than you have to, you can get your virtual badge for half of what it would cost full price. That is such a wild deal. You don't want to miss out on that. And then the
True.
weekend badge, you get it for only $87 right now when the full price is $120. Come on. That's a savings right there. And you get to say you were a part of something incredible. So, exclamation mark Kickstarter in the chat right now if you want to learn how to be a part of this.
Thank you, Babs. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of swag here with the ice wall.
Ooh, we like
To
swag.
skip a cycle.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull this up. I was able to.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna try to do it here too, although I'm not sure it's possible. That bullet could have easily sniped me out of the air. And
Oh.
we're gonna have one more, I think, in a second. Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do it
right.
here.
Yeah. Oh, nope. We're gonna wait for that.
Okay.
And this is why they give us a 1-up early in this stage that does respawn every time you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the Tengu Man stage, which is very
Yeah.
good game design, by the way.
Yes, that is good
it's-
game design.
It is nice and forgiving. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's nice,
The-
wholesome, can't hate on it.
Yep. I hear complaints about, again, the screen crunch with Tengu Man stage and the balloons. I think that's valid, but it's like right at the beginning of the stage, so the stakes aren't very high.
What stage would you say probably suffers the worst from the screen crunch in this version?
I would probably say Tengu Man stage. Just for
Yeah,
those
really?
balloons.
It
Yeah,
didn't
I do.
seem that bad to me. Like, it's noticeable, don't get me wrong, but it didn't seem like nearly as bad as insert screen here from Mega Man Zero. I'm just maybe
true.
because I know the game well at this point, I'm willing to admit that that's a factor at play here, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like the complaints that I've heard are living up to their hype.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that any of those complaints you generally hear about the game live up to that negative reputation. But the thing about Tengu Man stage, and it's not that bad again because it's right at the beginning. I do think it's mainly the beginning that suffers from it. But those last balloons that spawn right at the end of the auto scroller, you just can't see them soon enough when they pop up. You know, and like that last balloon, which happens after Kama, you know the one I mean, the last
Yeah.
balloon after like that leg section.
Where all the spikes are above you, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that section, particularly the last one. There's a bit of a gap, and then the last one spawns after a bit of a wait.
Okay, I'm sorry.
that-
This is bothering me, Sky. Where is that train going? It goes into that tunnel and it's gone. It's just gone.
It goes
It's-
down.
Yeah.
I was thinking
What?
that. I was like, where did that thing go? See,
Where
it
is
just-
it going?
It's going down. You just can't see it. It's covered.
It's
You know
going
how,
down the
uh,
track,
for
of
it.
course.
You know how bowling balls have, or bowling alleys have that thing under the lane? Like,
It's going to the thing. It's going to the ball return.
It's going
Yeah,
through the ball
exactly.
return.
The train
Return.
return this time, but
Thanks,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's how this works. Come on.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm
Totally.
sorry. Please forgive my ignorance.
It's pretty clear.
No, that was a very
It's-
relevant interruption.
This is clearly a reference to Final Fantasy VII because there ain't no getting off of this train.
Yep.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
See?
Mega Man 7 Final Fantasy 7 Mega Man game, maybe? No.
Mega Mantasy 7?
Mega Mantasy
Mega
7.
Mantasy 7. Oh, sign me up.
I like how I had a completely different take. I was gonna be like, it's just taking a turn in 3D which you can't see.
Oh.
Okay. Kind of like how
You're telling me there's a
4D
third
things
dimension?
merge in and out of our third dimensional space. Okay, all right.
Yes. It's just like
I
where
don't
those
know.
guys are. Like those hammer enemies are. They're obviously
Yeah,
in
in
the
the
third dimension.
background.
It's true.
True.
They're
Now,
in
I
the
thought this
parallax
area-
zone.
Yeah. Oh, I messed that up terribly.
Oops.
I thought this
Oh, I
area
see.
was going to be harder or easier on SNES because you could see more of the blocks.
Nope, that doesn't
you-
help you any.
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't. Dude,
And-
No.
and you,
Kame, I'm
you,
so glad
you
you're here
still...
to back that up.
Yeah, no, I've got you here for sure. And those little flying enemies that are just out of reach of the screen until you jump, you have the
Oh.
same
Yup.
problem on
Yup.
Super Famicom. It,
Yeah,
it
no.
doesn't help you any.
Oh,
Yup.
Kame, I'm so happy you can back me up on that, man.
I've
Yeah,
got
That's
your back.
so annoying.
So many.
But okay, so I was going to finish what I was saying about Tengu Man before that
Sorry.
whole train question came up. So that last balloon that spawns at the end of that auto scroller, you 100% can't see that in time with the screen crunch on the GBA. So, and obviously you know it's there after it happens, so kind of, you know, it works itself out. But that's what I would have to call a problem of the screen crunch.
That's very valid, and that goes right back to that one-up being there. So it's like, you know, you mess that up,
Yeah.
you still get to learn, and you're not... I mean, like, you're punished in terms of your time, I guess, but it's not a game over, and even if it was, it wouldn't matter. You're just going back to the same spot, do it again. You know it's there this time. You got this.
Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of classic Mega Man in general, right?
Absolutely. They either design the stage with really good conveyance, like Quick Man stage, or they design it to teach you, and, you know, if you have to learn a lesson, you learn it, but you come back and you're ready for it, and it's actually easy this time.
Yep.
Yep.
Excellently said. Okay, we are making good progress. Now we have the really good upgrades available in the shop, and I will totally be taking advantage of those after I pay a little pit stop to the Crystal Room.
So, speaking of the shop, what do you usually route into your playthrough from the shop? Like, is there any staples for you that you, like, always get, or is there anything you
Yeah.
hope you get, but maybe won't grind for if you don't?
Yeah, the energy saver's a must. I need that. Absolutely, 100%. That's going to be the big one. Damage buffer is a second. You know, nice to have that. And then the third is kind of a wild card. I can almost guarantee no one would expect it. The third I go for is the beat barrier.
Ooh.
I would
that-
not have guessed that. No, I was gonna guess the
Yeah.
the auto recover or something.
Yeah, I mean, well, back in the day I used that a lot. Now I think I'm good enough with it that I don't really need it. But it's for me, that could really go anywhere. The extra bolts that I spend on the beat. I pick up beat primarily for one section of the game, which is just like whatever. I could probably go without it, but I do it anyway because whatever. It is the first form of King during the that, you know, his scripted
Yeah.
section, you know. I
Yep.
use the barrier there to just like stand still and let him attack me and just wait that whole section out. That is the only reason I buy beat. Call it a complete waste of bolts for just one short section, but
No.
I have to think that's, for me, that is where it's most useful. Like at this stage of skill that I am in this game, you know.
Fair enough.
No.
What about you,
Uh,
Kame? What about you?
Me, I go for the counterattacker as soon as it appears, and I kind of
Ah.
route my stage order in a way that tends to grant me more bolts, the most possible bolts. And I did entirely too much research into average numbers of bolts I was getting per stage, per playthrough, to make my routing. But basically, what I decided was, you know that section near the end of Burner Man stage where you've got the birds dropping down where the checkpoint
Oh yeah, that's
is?
gotta be the best, right?
If I don't have enough for counterattacker by that point, I can grind there at least for a little bit and get the bolts. But it's like super important to get them. Got to get that counterattacker because that triples your damage when you have 7 or fewer health, and that
Tripled
is very.
It, huh? I thought it doubled it.
No, you know, I might be mistaken. I think you're right. I'm getting confused with the messenger here now. No, you're right.
Okay.
It doubles your damage output. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
That's just huge when the most you can do to anything is 3. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal. But in addition to that, of course, I get the quick charge because I'm doing Buster only. So I mean, that's only going to be that much more helpful. For safety stuff, I don't necessarily need it, and I can go without it just fine. I might get the super armor or the auto recover, and of course a bunch of extra lives too. I make sure I've got 9 lives going into the king stages.
Right.
But I would say I don't really use.
I do pick up the high speed charge as well.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a game changer there for sure. But
yeah, that's great stuff. See, I kind of don't even need the birds. I find that those scripted bolts in the crystal stage are more than enough for my needs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just going through in a speedrun sense. So it's like, by the time I get to Burner, because Burner's my 3rd robot master, I'm at least close to the number of bolts that I need. If I'm not there, RNG is obviously the factor here. It'll still end up faster for me to just grind for, you know, maybe 20 seconds or whatever, as opposed to going in and out of that stage repeatedly. I want to go in there one time at the end, and that's it.
Right. Yeah, I've been using that bird room to grind when I was a kid too. Like that was like, it's got to be the best spot to grind in the whole game, right?
I think so. I think it might be the only. I'm not sure.
Huh.
It's
well, the drill room is another one I hear referenced, but I don't think those guys drop a whole lot, do they?
No, they I don't know if they even do drop bolts. I don't have my old notes in front of me, but there's like certain enemies that are more or less likely to drop bolts, and then there's certain ones that, like, in my own findings anyway, just don't drop bolts.
Yeah.
But there's even like weird little manipulations for some of them. Like, for example, in the intro stage, that first Met on the first screen, if you slide it all the way up to him and you jump when you hit the wall, not before, not after, and you hit him on like the first or second frame that you possibly can with a charge shot, he'll always drop a small bolt every single time. There's a couple of other... I'm sorry?
Which enemy is this? Sorry?
The first Met in the intro on the first screen.
Oh.
He's not the only one that has a manipulation like that. There's actually weird little manips like that throughout the entire game, which we might be like touching on human task level stuff at this point. I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of that in this game where the RNG can be manipulated like per screen or per stage rather than like just how many frames since you started the game. It's a whole weird rabbit hole.
I'm gonna try to skip this room. Wish me luck, fam.
Oh, I hope you get it. I need to see this work. Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yo.
I struggle with the Simon Says rooms because I have like almost 0 capacity for memorization. So it's like boom, bing, bong, and I'm like, what? Wait. Am I playing a video game right now? Oh no, I'm losing time.
Oh no.
So wait, you can't do that then, or is it hard for you?
The skip? No, I'm not allowed to do the skip. No, I have to push the buttons because Buster. If you can get through with Buster, then you get through with Buster. That's pretty much all there is to it. We don't get to just swap to stuff for convenience, unfortunately. There are some things that I would love to do that for, though, and that is one of those things I would love to.
It's kind of hard. Like, I was able to pull it off there, and I have been able to pull it off there in the past. But I think it's something about the elevated, like, switch that you're standing on, which makes that section easier to skip through with the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, like, I haven't really played this game or nothing, but it seems like you get under it to have it push you into stuff is what it kind of
Does it really seem... Okay, that was kind of what my suspicion was, too.
Yeah.
And shout outs to Rockman and Forte. Mega Man and Base Yoku's.
Yeah.
Some of the most interesting ones in the franchise.
Interesting's the word for it. Yeah.
It is definitely. Hey, this is Hateless Percent, so I'm doing my best here.
Yeah. We're all singing Kumbaya for this game. Ooh, nice.
That's right.
Oh, another
know,
one.
I-
Chat,
that
you
was-
better pop off for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm actually really impressed by that because like that was not an elevated switch I was standing on to slide through there. I did that like on a full level surface. Dude,
Very nice.
That's great.
Because
I
I
hate
think
those
you
Simon Says
did
as
the
well.
thing. Whoa.
the
We don't
thing.
use that word here. Come on. We
don't use
gotta
what?
love Simon too. That
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no,
that's
there's
right, we
no
don't
hate.
word. Yeah.
we don't
No
come
hate
on.
here,
here.
Simon.
Excuse me.
No hate. No hate.
That. Come on. Jeez.
Nothing
Gonna be-
but love.
You're gonna be forced
Yeah.
to play the game as base if you say that word once.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's true. It puts a mark on you, and you're forced to play that one forever.
Forever, gosh.
Yep.
Oh, I just
Dang.
remembered. I have upgrades.
Hmm.
Wait, did I equip that actually? I did. Kame, how do you feel about Astro Man?
I like him
throw
better
it.
in this game than 8. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not, but I feel like the RNG in this game is less impactful on the fight. At least for me as a Buster only player. I mean, obviously you're using the card here, so you can reach him when he's at the top of the screen, no problem. So if you had that in Mega Man 8, maybe it wouldn't be a problem. But
Maybe.
this game, he doesn't flash around at the top and then vanish forever to do Astro Crush. He just kind of regularly comes down, and if he puts enemies at the bottom of the screen, you can just leave one there, and he'll just keep dipping down and letting you shoot him over and over and over. And if you got the hyper charge, that's a charge shot every single time he bounces down like that. And if you got counterattacker active, that's just all the better. So for me, Astro Man is like a really good warm-up fight in this game because it gets you into sliding, it gets you into jumping, it gets you into timing your charge shots. It's like a really good warm-up.
Yeah. I'm so impressed you use a counterattacker. Like, I'm too scared for that. Getting my health down that low.
When I was taking this run more seriously before I took a large hiatus from speedrunning, I was routing in every last little like frame of this game. Like I have somewhere in notes like bonk this enemy, don't bonk this enemy, kill this one, hope it drops that. If it doesn't, maybe reset, maybe don't. Like it was getting kind of intense there. I really went hard for the world record of this, which my world record got shattered, by the way, and I don't think I have any hope of coming back. But
I know that feel.
I really hyper analyzed every last little movement in this game to optimize the best that I could to make sure that I enter every boss or even sub boss with exactly 7 health.
Wow. That's nuts. I've seen speedrunners do that, and it is so impressive to me, like how you calculate just like every single nuance for the enemies and whatnot.
It gets really nutty.
It does. It goes way deeper than pushing buttons should really ever go. But hey, if you got a passion, stick with it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I know that really speaks to your love of
True.
this game if you're going that hard.
Yeah, this is the only one I've really done that with. I would say Mega Man 1 comes close because that was like my first real speedrun I took seriously, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of looked at the world record and went, I could do that.
Wow, even with all the crazy zips in that game, huh?
Well, until the Yoku zip was implemented, but yeah, that one I don't know if I'm ever going to do that in a run or not. But up until that point, yeah, I was taking 1 really seriously, and I thought I was going to do it with all the rest of them, but I just didn't have the energy and the patience to do it with all of them. And I think as much as I love Mega Man, I don't love all Mega Man games equally. This one's special to me. I wanted it wasn't even a competitive thing. It was like I just wanted to figure out all these things because I figured out what the variables were, and it's like, okay, now how do we make them work the best we can?
That's really
Right.
cool.
That is so cool, man. Hey, shout outs to you. Like, I have so much respect for you guys that just analyze every nook and cranny of this stuff.
Real.
Okay, so I'm not going to skip this guy. I could skip this guy with Ice Wall, but I'm not going to do it. Purely to prove a point that it's not that bad with Mega Man.
Yeah.
After
So
all,
I
this
don't know
is
what
a
speedrunners
showcase,
do
not a speed
for
run.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Babs, what was that?
I was just saying, after all, this is a showcase, not a speed run.
True, true. Okay, there you go. That's all you need to do. Use drill, then just, yeah, you win.
Might be the easiest game of all time. Jeez.
Easiest
I mean, it
game
is
of
if you
all
let it be.
time. Yeah.
And so it's like a really overused phrase, and I apologize for using it, but I always use it when it comes to this game. I view this game as the Dark Souls of the Mega Man franchise, and the reason is because it looks, feels, and plays so much like a Mega Man game, but it's got these weird differences that are just not obvious, and a lot of them come in the form of the various pieces of equipment you can get from the shop, because
Oh, yeah.
pretty much every complaint that I've heard in this game in terms of its difficulty, right down to the fact of missing E-tanks. Like, even that, there's some answer for that in the shop.
Oh, yeah.
There's a time and a place for each piece of equipment, and it's like, even if you're just generally bad at Mega Man games and you're terrified to pick this one up because you're going to take too much damage and you're going to die, guess what? You have the super armor to reduce the damage that you're taking.
Yep.
If your health starts getting low, you can switch to that counter attacker, and it really might save you. It might get you out of a bind because you're doing an insane amount of damage, especially if you're using weaknesses at this point. You've got the auto recover. You can you make it to your the boss of a stage. You got no lives left, and you're at the bottom of your health bar. Yeah, you got to stand still for a while. That's kind of boring, but I mean, stand up, stretch, go get a drink, come back. Your health
Yep.
will be full, and you're ready. Put on your super armor and get in there.
Yep. No, 1,000% agree. I've always said that about this game, too. Everyone brings up the lack of E-tanks as the reason why this game is so difficult. But yeah, the shop is not in every other classic Mega Man game. And the shop has incredible stuff. Like, that damage buffer, that saved my rear when I was a kid and trying to learn the ropes. The energy saver, also just incredibly useful. Now, those are kind of, in the high-speed charge, great as well. Energy balancer always should be in every Mega Man game. It's not. But,
It should.
yeah, it's like you have all this stuff, and it's incredibly useful whatever stage you are. Okay, we're taking on Dynamo Man now. Also quite
Cheater Man.
infamous. Yeah, this man is nuts. I've always said
Oh,
that
boy.
he was designed by Hitoshi Ariga. So I've always said that Ariga, your child is terribly misbehaved. You have to really, discipline him better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not allowed to hate today, so you need to enhance his calm, okay?
Yep.
Enhance his calm,
Exactly.
please.
Yeah, same thing with Burger Man. Like, I don't know what Ariga was doing, but he made some real wild cards.
Burner Man, I love the personality, but yeah, no, it is one of the tougher Robot Masters for sure. But he definitely has the personality of I just am excited to create chaos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed that second one. That would have been a cool trick to show off if I got it right. But yeah, no,
Was he
Burger Man
really?
is absolutely my favorite of the classic Robot Masters. He's wild and free, and that's why I like him.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Really, he's your favorite as well?
Yep, I am a big
hey.
Burner Man fan.
Yo,
I was
shout outs.
always terrified of him when this game was a little more relevant, but I mean, like, now I'm pretty comfortable with it, and it's a super satisfying fight to be able to keep up with him and dodge him, because I mean he is just kind of like jumping in the air, flying at you, throwing traps
Yeah.
everywhere,
Yeah.
melting
Yeah.
your face, jumping at you, all invincible. Like he is crazy, but
Yeah.
very possible to deal with, and super satisfying to survive.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. And if you're using his weakness, you can totally stun lock him, but it is a little difficult. But even when you're,
Yeah.
I've often found that just like standing on the side, it kind of it definitely makes dodging his dashes easier. Like you just stand there and then jump while he dashes off. But yeah, so we are done now. We have 9 lives. I wasn't even grinding, fam. This game is actually quite generous with lives, I think.
Yeah, it's the easiest game of all time,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Just might be.
Those
I
games
can't
for
afford
babies,
these.
clearly, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Giving out like candy.
Baby Man and Babies. I tried to say Baby Man and Bass, but I don't know. That doesn't make as much sense.
It's alright, you tried your best.
Hey, I'm always trying my best, man.
The
It's my
joke's
eternal
hard in the
struggle.
game. It's alright,
What
man.
What about Baby Man and Bassinet?
What's a bassinet?
A bassinet is a
It's an
thing you put a
instrument.
baby in.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. That could have been funny if I understood what that meant.
That just makes it all the better in Mega Man 8, the opening video when Mega Man's like, Bass, why must I fight you?
Dude, that was... Growing up with Mega Man 8 as my first classic Mega Man game was the strangest thing. It's like, that was my canon voice for Mega Man for so many years growing up. It's like I had the Jazzware Mega Man figure, and it's like I would play with that figure the same way like Andy in Toy Story would play with his stuff. And it's like the voice I'd give him would like legit be that same squeaky voice in Mega Man 8.
Yeah.
Same with
That's
Dr.
great.
Light. He was Elmer Fudd
He
for
was
me for so
Dr.
long.
Fudd.
Yup.
That's a good question.
Bud.
The wow.
That's a
Good
good
question.
question with Mega Man.
That dude was fighting that script with his life, I swear.
He was. He had one take and he had to nail it.
Yep.
Apparently, he just kind of like decided on a whim to do the Elmer Fudd thing.
Really?
Oh boy,
Is that in
it's
an,
King
in an
One.
interview?
There was a brief interview, but not like a video interview like with the Mega Man voice actress. It's just a brief text thing. Somebody got a hold of him, asked a couple questions, and that was
Really?
that. But he apparently just kind of decided on the spot to do that. He's done a few other projects, and he doesn't speak that way. Like it's hilarious.
That's funny.
I can only
Awesome.
imagine that because of the way Capcom tended to handle voice direction, shall we just to lump it all up into one thing. I think he probably just went, "Oh yeah, well I'll show you."
Yeah.
That's nuts. I wish I'd never heard of that. That he actually did an interview at some point.
I'll have to see if I can dig that up.
Yeah, I'd love to dig into that myself.
You know, chat, if content with the voice actors involved with Mega Man is your jam, you could learn more about the voice acting side of Mega Man at 20XD Expo if you help make that expo a reality. We have plans to have voice actors as guests at 20XD Expo, and we would love to see you there, either virtually or in person in the beautiful city of Seattle. Type !Kickstarter to get your passes, either the virtual attendee badge or the weekend pass now. Early bird pricing is still available, so get on that.
Heck yeah, thanks Babs. Great segue. You know, someday I want to learn how to actually grab onto that ladder from that platform. I know it can be done, but I really don't know how to do it. Kama, you don't happen to know how to do that. I guess you're Buster only, so you kind of wouldn't.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know about that one. Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah, so kind of moving on. We're, pretty, you know... As you can see, I know the game well enough to be talking on the side, but we got 9 lives. We got 415 bolts, which I'll be very happy to put that into beat after I finish the stage. But yeah, Ice Wall really is just crazy good. Like, you see me using it left and right to deal with those big, like, bullet sponges up there, big Gutsman enemies, and just any little thing in between. And it's like, that isn't even a full ice wall. That's like a half ice wall. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
that
kind of
powerful.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, wrong weapon.
Whoops.
Ooh.
I made a mistake. This enemy, I think you might be able to see better on the SNES version from over here, which would be nice. But I don't quite remember if I was able to see it in the SNES version.
Right.
That must not have been that visible if you can't remember it.
Yeah, maybe not. Nice, that was my last ice wall, too. So here I'm going to do this totally unoptimally. It might not look strange to Kame because he's Buster only. But this guy's weakness is Copy Shot, but I've never been able to... It's like, well, I'm sure I could get used to it, but I didn't grow up fighting him that way with Copy Shot. So I usually just use Buster.
Yeah, I thought this was just how you do this fight.
Yeah, I know. Apparently you use, you're supposed to use Copy Pasta.
Copy pasta, my favorite.
Pasta.
Copy Shot. And it's handy because it's like, then the monkey will direct all his coconuts toward the copy and not you. But I've never been able to place it right. I'm sure it's something pretty simple, but you know, this is my childhood strategy. I'd rather just roll with that, even if it's slower.
Absolutely, go with what's comfortable. The placement's just kind of low, just like where you would release your shot there. Like similar placement, maybe a touch higher, but only a touch. But interesting fact for folks who don't know this boss fight, you may have noticed at the end of the fight, he stepped onto the center tiles that you can walk on there. If you kill that boss and you don't jump towards center, you do go into that lava and have to fight that boss again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think everyone who played this game for the first time found that out the hard way.
Yeah, a lot of us, probably every single one of us to play with,
Every single
found
one,
that
yeah.
one out the hard way.
Yep.
But I just want to
sure
bring it
they
up for anybody who
all
doesn't
loved it.
know, because even though this is a US release of it, it's still a somewhat obscure game, which is weird for it literally being canon, because, I mean, Mega Man 9's ending directly acknowledges this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I always make sure to point that out to people because I am still so salty about the fact this game wasn't in the Legacy Collection.
Oh, dude, it would have been it's not too late. You could release it as DLC, Capcom. We would throw our money at you, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, for real. Like, man. I'm so salty, man.
You want to know
I cannot get
what's
this auto question right. Oh my god.
It's the impossible question. It really is. It's so bad. Like, they might as well just
so
throw a
bad.
math question at you. It might be easier.
Just keep the original Japanese text. It'd be easier than to.
It would
Yeah, I know.
be.
Then
at
you
least
just have
know
to
what to do
remember
there.
which...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put
Actually,
EA.
Kame, you do play the Japanese version, right? Because it's the
Yeah.
SNES version.
Yep, Super Famicom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means I have to read the pictures in the shop.
The next impossible challenge.
Well, how about that?
How about it?
Yeah. So, Ice Wall again, making a joke of Guts Man.
Yep.
Okay, everyone's favorite boss in the world is coming up. Or one of them.
boy.
Finally, I've been waiting. My favorite boss.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Any boss that wreaks absolute chaos is Josh's favorite boss.
Yep, all 800 of them. Love them to death. What can I say?
Yeah, literally all of them.
Yep.
Especially Chill Penguin, my favorite.
What?
Chill
What
Penguin.
were you having with
I've-
Chill Penguin, though?
I've never heard of Chill Penguin. I only know Danny DeVito.
Dude, yeah. Let's go.
Oh
Okay, I gotta get
boy.
the ice. Or the energy. I gotta remember to have the energy saver equipped for this. Things just go a lot further. Also making sure I don't despawn that mine by going too far off screen.
Yeah, Zello, this is actually the mobile Boo Beam trap, as it turns out.
Yep.
I've never actually equated him to the Boo Beam Trap, but that is so true. Also, screen, what do you call it? Screen problems for anyone who are sensitive there.
Oh, flashing lights warning.
Flashing lights, thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Interesting choice that they scroll the screen up for you when he fires his mines like that. I don't even know what to think of it, because it's like, I appreciate it, but at the same time it was a little jarring at first. It's like, wait a minute, how'd you do that? Oh, you didn't do that. Wait, what?
Oh, so that's not in the SNES version, is it?
No,
there's
the
enough-
screen is just tall enough that you can actually see everything without it having to scroll vertically.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it is kind of funny when you think about it, because it's not like you have to dodge anything that far up, because it's like they're coming down on you, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. It does seem a little unnecessary, doesn't it?
Can't really think of any other Mega Man game that's ever done something like that, where it kind of shifts the like camera towards where the attack is. Usually everything is just on one room on the screen, so
Yeah.
yeah, like that. Yeah, it's interesting actually.
Remote mines are crash bombs. Checks out. Yeah, that's true,
Yep.
Zello. Pretty much. Yo, nice mine. I am scared to death of those guys, and I'm not even gonna lie.
Now look at them, they're scary.
Yeah.
Totally scare eye. Josh, where do you start to say that, by the way? Like, I've been so fascinated by your saying that for a while now. Like, where did you get that from?
I stole that one from Smiling Friends, like a lot of stuff I say.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Yeah,
Classic move.
Your whole
Yep.
personality is based on smiling friends.
it kind of is. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. Smiling Friends is a good show.
yeah, exactly. Because they all smile and have a good time, just like Skybane playing this run right now. See, so it's all
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Sitting
chill
there,
time,
just
even though I
kicking
only
his
had 2
feet with
points of life
glee.
there.
And
That was actually really clutch, though. I kind of wasn't paying attention.
Speaking of those little 2 points of life, for anybody unfamiliar with this game, you'll notice we're in what seems to be the next stage, but still have only those little 2 points of life there. This is the valid reason that people dislike this game. Is King Stage 2 is 3 stages
Yeah.
and 4
yeah.
bosses. And yeah, you don't get a life refill between stages. Although there is a little thing after the boss of this part. If I don't know if you go for it or know about it, or if it's even in this version. But you can, as soon as you kill the boss of this part, you
Oh
can
no!
just...
Don't spoil it! Don't spoil it!
Okay,
oh,
Don't spoil that! No.
there's a thing.
something amazing will happen. Keep your eyes.
But other than
peeled.
Yeah.
that, your health does not refill between stage the pieces of this stage. And if you game over anywhere, including the 4th boss, which is in the 3rd part of the stage,
You gotta do
Have
the whole
fun.
thing over.
yeah, have fun. You're gonna go fight the tank again, and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big complaint. And again, that's every version of Mega Man and Base. It's not just
Yeah,
the GBA version.
That happened to me.
Yeah,
on
you
stream.
took like, how long did it take you, David? Like 6 hours?
For like the whole game. But it was also my first time basically playing through the second half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And King Stage 2 was just not a good time for me.
Yeah, I hear that. So I will be using lightning swag strats if one of these things ends up falling under me. I made a really clutch save the other day while practicing this game, where I basically I had a platform give out from under me, and so I was using lightning to try to save my my fall, and I legit had it down to like the last lightning. And this, I'm using Energy Saver, by the way, so I have quite a lot of lightnings to my name. I could not get that timing just right to where there was a platform under me after using a lightning. So I was legit using that over and over, and eventually I got back onto a platform by having been collision pushed from just like the side of one platform that I was like on the edge of. It was like the closest thing ever.
Dang.
I'll link that in the chat in a minute, actually, because everyone's got to see that. That was such a clutch save. I'm not used to fighting him with Trill. I grew up fighting him with Copy Vision, just because it was easier to just turn my brain off and let Copy Vision do all the hitting while I dodged everything from the sky. With Drill, you have to aim, and that means you have to focus a little less on everything that's going on around you. But I think I got it down enough to where it's less risky than it was before.
Alright.
Okay, he's dead. Yeah, we did
Nice.
it. Wait! Oh! Oh no. I died.
Oh.
Now we have to love
Actually,
this
it's
game
fine.
longer.
The game actually respawns you in the next section after you die and beat him.
There you go.
We
Game
can love
is,
it the
kind
same
enough to
amount,
set the
though.
checkpoint as soon as that boss's health hits 0. So And that's a very fair fail-safe, honestly, because there is quite a bit of jumping left after that boss dies before he even gets off the screen, let alone actually reaching the end and teleporting out and all that. So that's I'm
Yeah.
so glad that that's there.
I did that
Yeah.
just for swag. Like, I'm literally just showing off there. I did not need to do that. I literally was just scaring everyone intentionally because it's so fun.
Speaking of swag, have you ever gone for the Buster only strat for that gap you just did?
The Buster only stat for the gap? I don't know I know of it. Wait,
So-
yeah, you can't use that ice wall there. Or the drill. So yeah, what do
Well, you
do?
have to use the drill. You don't have a choice but to use the drill to break the block to get it out of your way. But you can get through without the ice wall. You actually fire a lemon at that chest, the mimic enemy, and he'll grab you and he'll keep hitting you. And what you do is you jump, and at the bottom of the wall that's in your way, from the ceiling, you turn and you do a reverse aerial D boost across the gap.
Reverse aerial D boost?
Yeah, so the mimic is latched onto you and he keeps biting you repeatedly, so you have to position yourself in the air facing backwards at just the right time that he deals damage, and the recoil from the damage will knock you across the gap just barely enough.
Interesting. Wow. I never would have thought of that. That's
It
actually crazy.
sucks, but it's really cool.
Yeah, that must be really hard to pull off.
It's not the most terrible thing. I mean, like anything, you practice it a little bit and you'll start getting the hang of it, and before you know it, you'll be fairly consistent until you put the game down for a few years. But like,
Yeah.
getting to that point, yeah, it's a whole thing. There was a period in time where that was thought to be task only.
Wow. Dang, so you really mastered the fine details of that, huh?
Yeah, and I'm gonna totally fail it when it's my turn to do the run of this game too.
No, we believe in you.
So this is the
Yeah,
one spot I
somebody
use
has to.
base. I legit fork over 300 bolts just for like a few seconds here that I use it. And it's like, I don't know, I don't think I'd use that on anything else. I'm too scared to put it towards the, what's that one that you use, Kame? The one with low health?
The counterattacker.
Yeah, I'm too scared to put it towards the counterattacker, so I just do this.
I mean, it's valid. It is. This is an annoying scripted fight anyway. What I do here is I dodge most of these X's, but I shoot his shield a few times to get him to shoot me, and then I think I take one or two of the X's to the face, and that puts my health at 7.
Oh, okay, so you use it as an opportunity to get your health down low enough. That's
Yeah, I
smart.
use it as an opportunity to get my health down low enough, but you definitely got to be careful because it's scripted just long enough that if you mess it up, you don't make it to the fight.
So there's a time factor there as well then, huh?
Yeah, there's a time factor, and certainly, obviously, you can take too much damage.
Right. Man, it's so cool, like, having you here and being able to talk about this stuff, because I've always been super fascinated by the tech of this game.
Yeah, it's definitely got some interesting and unique tech across most of the run. Honestly, it's a again, it's like we keep coming back to this, but it's like I don't get why this is so hated. It's probably one of the most interesting games in the series.
It's
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
for real. Now, if I were a bigger man, I would try clipping through that wall and seeing if I could skip this fight. But it's like, I don't know, he's right here. I may as well just fight him. Although it's really tempting to swag it through.
I think he's kind of swagging here. I've never seen him doing this attack where he's just kind of dashing across and spinning his axe around. I've never actually seen that before, and that's awesome.
Really? Why not? 'Cause, the fight should be the same for you.
Because of the weakness.
It's got to be because you're using lightning. I've never seen him react to the Buster the way that he's reacting there. So it's probably the weapon that you're using. That's probably why I've never seen it.
Oh, interesting.
Which
Yeah,
is
I
really
know,
cool for me because, if I ever do stray from my Buster ways, which will be a few years from now minimum, sounds like, or I'm sorry, I should say looks like there's still a lot I haven't seen in at least this game and definitely a few others.
Yeah.
All these years later, I'm excited. I'm going to be seeing new things in my old games. Oh, no, I made the right choice.
Right on. But Coltado saying, yeah, this is where speedrunners skip the fight. Yeah, I thought of that. I actually meant to look up the speedrun strat to skip this fight before I picked up the game, um, but I forgot about it. So I couldn't quite remember how it worked. So we didn't end up skipping it in the end. But I do know that's possible to just like skip this and go straight ahead to King 3. But also, if I skip this, then we wouldn't find out about the earth-shattering reveal coming up right now. King's saying that isn't possible. I'll explode if anyone but Dr. Wily tries to operate on me.
What?
Guys,
What?
Dr. Wily
What?
was behind it all along.
No way.
I can't believe it was Dr. Wowie.
I know, I said the whole time.
Oh, and there's the mastermind right there.
That
Hey, that was really good.
was
That
a
was
good
Thank
one.
extremely
you.
good.
Thank you.
I wasn't ready for it.
Your PB in this game was 7 years ago? Heck yeah. I'll boost your brainwashing level. See, I don't know what to think about that translation, because it almost sounds like Dr. Wily's going to make him even more brainwashed.
Yeah,
It does.
That's what it is, right? So he's even more under his control.
Oh, is that? Okay, well, in that respect, it would make sense, I guess.
See,
But that would kind
if
of
you play as
imply
much
that
Danganronpa as I have, then it's a common
that would kind of
thing.
imply that King is being, like his initial programming is more righteous, and he has to be brainwashed in order to go against his programming in a way.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
maybe like
which-
Mega Man brought him to his senses there for a bit, and he's like, "No, you're right, you're right." And then Wily goes, "No, you must be more wrong," and he like buffed it up or whatever.
But that's funny, because if he was built by Dr. Wily, you'd think he would be built bad to be bad, you know?
Isn't that the whole thing with the series? They have like some sort of sentience or whatever.
I guess.
Or is that more of like
Where you
X?
can't
I guess,
really
huh?
be built bad. You just
Yeah, it gets tricky when you start talking about Robot Master Sentience, because apparently, like, officially that was supposed to be only a thing with the Reploids, but it looks like it also applies to robots too, somehow. Okay.
Seems like.
Sorry?
I was just saying it seems like it. Sorry, go ahead. I keep interrupting. Sorry.
King Phase 2. This guy is the... Oh my... This is so hard for base. It's
Oh
like
my goodness.
ridiculously hard for base.
Yeah.
It's like Mega Man has the advantage. You see this little platform? This little platform is your best friend in the entire universe. Base doesn't have that in
Right.
his route. And what that platform does... Actually, let me get onto it quickly so I can stop this guy from beaming at me. What this platform does, so here's a whole list of everything that platform does. It allows you to shoot the cockpit easier. That's his weak point. You can't do that as base. It blocks the falling bombs when he uses those. You kind of saw that a few seconds ago. I messed that one up. And it's also just like... Yeah, you'll see other attacks of his where it's easier. But that beam he was about to use, in which I blocked with copy vision, that's also easier to stop with the platform as well, because it's like almost right on that level, or it's like going back and forth on that level. Base has to target all those things from the ground and shoot diagonally up. And reminder, Base can't move while he's shooting, so it's a real juggling act with Base. Kame, I'm interested how you dodge a lot of these attacks with Buster only, because I'm switching between all sorts of weapons here to make it easier for me.
Charge shots are your friend for the most part. Like the little blue spheres that he's launching at you there. I just kind of get on the platform and try to throw a shot through them, like get them grouped up, and I just otherwise just mash what's left down. When his crystal starts charging like that, I'm a little bit at his mercy, but I mean I charge up and when I'm not aligned, and then as soon as the platform's aligned, I let loose and I'll start mashing some shots. And I'm sure you're aware the platform goes just a little bit too low to hit that crystal, so when it goes down, I'll jump a little bit as well and keep mashing just to get those extra couple of hits in.
Oh my god, this guy.
As for these mines, I mean, I just hope he doesn't do those, because when he does those, I'm stuck being under that platform, and without the ice wall,
Yeah.
that platform can be a bit of a pain to jump on sometimes. It's fairly precise, the timing to actually successfully get on it without any height assistance.
Yeah.
So you don't use the ice wall to jump on the
No.
platform then, huh?
No,
Dang.
it's not necessary. It's tight.
Yeah, I know you can do it. See, I just
yeah,
did it
there
right
you
there,
go.
but-
Perfect execution.
I know you can do it, but that is very tight. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Each of my hits does +2. I mean, in an ideal scenario, yeah, but like the way I currently run the game, I'm not in counterattacker half as much as I used to be. But I mean, you're right though, for when my health is low enough for that.
Sorry.
That's true. You're doing it with low health, and you gotta focus on all those attacks and like try to
Cool.
find some window to attack his cockpit. That must be insane.
Yeah, well, thanks to the hypercharge, as long as you're on the platform, you can find a window to attack there fairly often. Because like I was saying, like I've got my ways to deal with those other attacks he does, and it's surprisingly fast how quickly they can both be dealt with. So there's a lot of opportunity to attack.
Okay.
Okay, but that is King Stage 2. You can see
Finally,
just how long that took.
Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah,
that was a
we've
long
been on there
one,
since
geez.
we fought the tank. You know, that's and again, if
Yeah.
you game over anywhere, including the boss that we just beat, it's all the way back
You
to the
gotta
tank.
start over.
Yup. All the way
But
back
now
to
we're on to
square
King
one.
3. We're safe. Game over only puts us to the beginning of King 3 now.
Yep. And King 3 is also hard, but
It is,
You know,
but I'll take it
it's-
over 2 any day.
it's better than 2, yeah.
Yeah.
A little extra money here. Can't really afford anything. I see. The other thing I would get is the S recover for my weapon energy, but I don't know. It's all kind of like whatever. Oh my god, this auto! Please let me leave. Thank you.
Would you like to leave? No. Get out.
Get out!
Yup.
Maybe we'd be less surprised if his plans for world domination hadn't failed D. 1 second here, Shay. I'm gonna get some water. Please hydrate, folks.
Yep.
Yep.
That's important.
Also, I just thought it was really funny when King was just like dying there and blowing up, and he's just in his dialogue box basically just says, yeah, I think you should leave. I think you need to get out of here." I don't know why, it just cracked me up. I just couldn't help but laugh.
It did kind of seem like an afterthought, didn't it?
No, that whole thing really did. Like the first sentence and the thing after that just kind of sounds like he's just saying just like an awkward like thing, like, yeah, you should probably leave. I'll just like follow you with like my teleporter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, which he
Could you
didn't
like
actually
get
do.
out of here or something?
Wait, who's doing that? That's a great impression.
That's me,
That's
you.
fantastic.
Kame. I do a
Fantastic.
lot of impressions. That's thank you.
I also got about 2 really good ones.
Maybe even 3.
Maybe, depends who's asking.
Do I have... Yeah, I do have it equipped. I really wish I had more ice block. I really wish I had more ice block. Oh, I just made that. Holy crap.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Swaggy.
I always have to wait this one out, though, because I generally mess up the pattern.
This is the better of the 2 to wait out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause the first one has 2 patterns, and you can only technically complete the 1 pattern. Well, maybe with the ice wall you complete both. I don't know, but without it, you can only technically complete the 1 pattern.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's a real wild card. Quite a curveball, you might say.
Yeah, Colt, using counterattacker in this stage, oh my god, is it ever stressful, because it's a double-sided sword, and both sides of that sword really suck, because, like, you get hit, you're gonna die, you're gonna go back. If you don't get into counterattacker, you might die because you didn't deal enough damage before the boss started dealing damage. And if you get through the boss, you're low health for the next section, and if you die, then everything's all messed up in terms of the damage that you're trying to maintain on yourself just to stay in
Yeah.
counterattacker. It's
Oh man.
it's horrible. It's horrible, and,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
a whole
a
other
huge
level to what you guys do.
Yeah, it's a huge source of time loss, but I mean, like, you won't necessarily get game over it, but like, you could easily die a few extra times and be forced to lose time to a boss just by not having your health low enough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And I'm fresh out of Ice Wall, so I'm gonna have to farm here a bit.
This can be done with a D boost, but I'm usually too scared to do it off of one of the worms. I'd rather use the little flying guy myself.
What's the flying guy?
The flying guy that was just to the right of where the worms are dropping. You already killed him.
Oh, so you damage boost off him, you're saying?
Yeah, you can damage boost off him and reach the next platform.
Ah. But you're saying you don't even need that, huh?
Yeah, you don't need ice wall here at all. It's
Dang.
it's a little scary if you do it off the worm though, because it's like frame perfect iframes in that case. But yeah, spike guard's a thing too. Yeah, sure.
That's cool. You can even do it without or like as a damage boost, because that's a really long gap.
Yeah, the slide is a little faster than we probably give it credit for. Sometimes it's what is
It's
it?
a
like
really good slide.
It's like a little more than double, or is it maybe triple? I don't know. Here we go with double triple again, but I think it's a little more than double his walk speed or something like that. So it's incredibly useful when we're counting down to the wire in terms of frames. It's always surprising, at least to me, just how far you exactly can get.
Yeah.
Always hard for me to predict where to put copy vision, because like you never know whether he's just going to jump ahead right away or stay there.
Yeah, he's super unpredictable, and the only thing you can predict is like when he's going to go heal.
Can you really?
Yeah. Once his health hits a certain point, he starts thinking about it. It's just kind of a weird. Like there's certain patterns where he won't break out of them to do it, but for the most part, he will.
Interesting. I always thought it was random.
It's like a little bit random, but it's not unpredictable.
Gotcha.
Whew. Ran out of copy vision. I was afraid he was going to heal again.
Woof.
Yeah, it's at a health threshold. Colt's got me in the chat there.
Oh, health threshold. Interesting.
Makes
There's a
sense.
bug where you can get stuck up there? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
What do I need? Oh, wow. How am I so
It's,
low on mines? Holy crap.
What do you... Wow. When did that happen? Oh, the tank. Wait, no.
Oh.
Wait, they would have refilled here, wouldn't they?
They should have. I actually don't have any idea how it's that low.
Oh, I guess they
Wait,
don't
no, it doesn't
refill.
refill it. Because I remember they put the energy refills right at the beginning of the stage to account for the fact you were low energy.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's how you know I've never done this not Buster only. I
Yeah.
had no idea about that. I just assumed. All right, so that makes sense then.
Whenever Kame doesn't know something about this game, it's always because of the weapon, of the lack of the weapons.
Every time, just about all 24
Every
Triple M
time,
games, it's
yeah.
like when I don't know something, it's like, wait, what do you mean? Oh, that stuff in the pause menu. Okay.
It must be kind of refreshing to know that there's still, even after all this time you've spent in this game, so much that you haven't done.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier about like if I ever do start using weapons, it's gonna be very exciting because all these games I played for literally decades of my life, some of them literally my whole life I've played, and I'll be in my 40s or so and experiencing brand new things without a patch.
No, absolutely. And you got a great surprise waiting for you with this game in particular because the weapons are so good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I have like a vague idea how to use all of them because you have to in the Gateway to King stage, but
Yeah.
like besides doing specifically those rooms, yeah, I've got like no idea.
Nice.
So it's
I got the
exciting.
second one off.
There we
Oh,
go.
I almost got the third. You can stun lock him into that if you place the blocks just right, but I did not place the blocks just right. Okay. so
Pew!
good. Kind of clutch.
All right, then. Still the easiest game of all time.
I know. It's not until I actually die when it starts being hard.
Yeah, and the first time you meant to do it, so it doesn't count.
Right.
Yup.
That's how it works.
Them's the rules. I don't make the rules.
make
I
'em.
just think them up and write them down. It's different.
Very different. Only game over refills? That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah. At least it does, I guess. You know, if they could have went that extra mile and said, grind.
Yeah.
Of course, I wouldn't know, because I don't game over.
You good over here.
This section right here, Kame, refresh my memory. This lags a little bit on the SNES version, right?
Oh, this can lag more than a little bit. In fact, it looks like it occasionally is lagging a little bit on this version, but only a little. The Super Famicom, oh my lord. The more blocks he hits at once, the worse it is, and I can't give you like an exact FPS count, but the game feels like it moves at about a quarter of the speed it normally would sometimes, maybe even a sixth,
Wow.
I would dare say. If he
Ooh,
hits,
wow.
let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm not mistaken, I think he can hit up to 5 blocks in one go.
Oh,
And
dang.
yeah, if he does that, you
Forget
lost.
about
You already lost time just by him doing it. Because
Yeah,
that's
I
the fun
didn't
thing.
notice.
It like in my case being a speedrunner, that's the fun thing is like the one time you get good RNG on a screen like that, that's it. You're running against that split forever. So every run sucks now.
Yeah, hear ya,
So
man.
it's simply random how many blocks or where exactly he's hitting in a run?
I want to believe that there is some secret manipulation because sometimes, more often than not, I find when I stand in a certain spot for his first jump, he'll jump up and down in place once or twice. But it could easily just be me huffing copium and just wanting to believe so strongly that I convinced myself. You know, it could purely be
Yeah.
random chance. I've never looked into the memory to really try to analyze it on that kind of level.
Yeah,
but
we
I-
want to see patterns.
I want to say it feels like there's something there. He does kind of follow you, but like he makes his own choices at the same time. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I didn't notice any lag with that section here myself. But you said you saw a little bit?
Only a little tiny bit and it could have easily been an internet thing rather than the game itself since I am watching a stream here. But the first few frames after he hits the blocks, it looked like when he hits at least two at a time, it looked like there was like a few frames of lag there. Real quick, not anything that would like impact your time in a run or anything like that. Like it's just something barely noticeable.
Yeah. So
And
there's,
only because I'm looking for it. If I wasn't looking for it, I
Right.
don't think I would have found it.
Hey, where are some other places where you think the game might have lagged on SNES, but not here necessarily?
Right here, with him doing that drill attack, it looks to me like it might be lagging a little less here, if it even is.
Okay.
Because it
Very
does
nice.
actually lag on the Super NES when every time he does that crazy drill attack. Is when it first comes out, it's a little laggy.
Interesting. I was trying
Using
to
your
keep
own
an eye out
drills
for more.
split up, that's another one, because you're making so many sprites.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to look out for more of that stuff when I was when I replayed the SNES version recently, in like preparation for this showcase. But I did notice some lag, but not. You know, I wasn't as wasn't as fine-tuned to that stuff as you are.
I am like notorious for that kind of thing because I think it's just the number of years focusing on approximately 60 to 120 frames per second and analyzing every single frame and every single pixel the whole way, and just like I said, I started with world record strats and trying to beat them. I wanted to be human tasks, and I really tried.
Sounds like you tried pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, doing Buster only
Nice.
is pretty wild. So that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know any better. It's
Okay, guys.
Peaked
just-
early.
End game pretty much happening here. We're gonna take
Yes,
on
indeed.
Wily. This is another place where I'm so glad to not be using base. I've always done this Buster only, and
Oh, yeah.
I've tried like the apparent weaknesses for Wily with Mega Man, and they just don't work out for me as well. So that Charge Buster is like, it's so good. It feels so good. The sliding also feels good for like dodging Wily's ram attack when it happens.
Are you
It's just good stuff.
are you saying that bustin' makes you feel good?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're going there, huh? Oh, he stomped on me. I forgot he could do
Uh-oh. Yeah, we actually
Actually, I
used
can
that
help
in the run. We manipulate him into stomping like that. We just slide under, slide out, jump, shoot, slide under, slide out, jump, shoot.
that. Really?
Yep, he doesn't do any
Try
of
that.
these other attacks. Maybe the occasional missile will slip in, but you know it stops him from doing anything else but that slam.
Oh, wait, that's really cool. I should try that next time.
Yeah, it's a
Come
fun
on and
strategy.
slam.
Okay, so I gotta pause it real quick just to give a little bit of a revelation I had recently with this version of the game. So here's the thing. Some people call it screen crunch. Here is where I started kind of thinking of it as like screen focus. The thing about this Wily fight here is that the screen is more zoomed in, so you can see gaps in his attacks better on the GBA version and thus dodge them. Like that one right there, you could dodge that so much easier on the GBA version with the screen more zoomed in.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I
It's a
don't
thing.
I don't think I struggled that much, but that's experience. I think
Yeah.
I think it's an
No,
easier
you're next
fast
level,
read.
Kame.
I think it's an easier fast read for sure with everything blown up as it is. I mean, like I said, I like to count pixels anyway, and it's like it's not even a challenge on this type of resolution. I guess it's super clear.
Heck yeah. I know also about the mine. Whoa, the mine skip, where it's like you put a mine right before this form spawns, and you can like kill him in one shot. But that's also next level. We're gonna get him down. Also, I love how big Mega Man's Buster Shot is, like his fully charged shot. It's so nice and big, and it just hits things so easy.
Yeah, it's honestly beautiful.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that. Little safety iframes from the
Hey!
shot. There we go.
Yeah, I
GG.
did it.
Hey,
GG.
Yo! That's Mega Man and Base, folks, for the GBA.
pretty good.
That was awesome. No,
Thank you.
I'm really glad I got to see this. I probably honestly would never have seen it if I wasn't here for this right now.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, thank you so
I
much
think-
for tuning in.
I think I would have been missing out.
I think
This
you would
is-
too. I'm so glad I could expose you to this version when
It's very
you know,
unique, and
you
I,
might
and
not
I
have seen
really
that
like it.
otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like it. And you know, it's like we were saying earlier about the music. I think that's like for me that's the biggest thing because otherwise it seems like it's the same exact game, right down to a lot of the nuances of it. But the music is like the biggest thing for me, and it was really cool hearing all these B-sides. It's a similar feeling to when I first played through Mega Man: The Wily Wars on the Sega Genesis, and it's like I know all these songs, but they sound different. They sound cool. Oh man, I'm into it. I'm into it.
Nice.
I don't know if I would pick it up and play this version intentionally for any reason other than the music, but that has more to do with my hands not liking handheld gaming than anything.
Yeah, I hear that.
But I would
Yeah.
actually be curious to hear it on the actual physical sound chip. I bet it's a slightly different, better experience.
Yeah, I gotta wonder. I'm not too sure. But Josh and David, thank you for you guys tuning in as well, giving your input.
Absolutely.
Wasn't
I like
easy.
Kings. It was every time, Josh. It's like that's the only comeback you know. I swear.
Yeah, that's my longest running joke for sure. You know.
Also, I love how
Josh, or-
things end with King here.
Yoshinator, where can the people find you?
Yeah, where can we find you?
I got a YouTube channel the same name, and that's basically the only spot I'm on. So, but I I'm not as PG as I am on there, so I'll just let you guys know that. So
Yeah.
What about you, Yoshinator? Or sorry, no, Chomp Zero. We just did you.
I, mean, I
Yoshinator,
could go
sorry.
again.
David, you there?
Oh, he fell asleep.
That's okay. Sleepy David. Chomp Zero is fantastic as well. Kame, what about you? Where can the folks find you?
They can find me on Twitch at Kame Senin. That's really about it. Other than Discord, I live on Discord. I am in all of your phones and computers, and I am your friend. That's not AI. It's my job. Like Discord is. I don't work for Discord, but I run several large Discord servers, and that's kind of like my bread and butter and stuff. So that's I live there. That's about it. I don't do social media really. I used to. I dropped out. And you can find me on this channel, yes, on the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 28th and 29th. I got the Triple M run coming up. I think we settled on 4 p.m. Eastern on the 28th, but yeah, that Triple M run, it's going to be Buster only, of course, because I don't know any better. And it can, it probably won't, but it can potentially take 30 hours. It is 24 games back to back to back. That's all of the classic series, Mega Man 1 through 11, including Rockman and Forte. That's Mega Man X1 through X8, and that's Mega Man Zero 1 through 4. That was 24 games total currently. I'm glad to be doing it this year, because next year it's going to be 25 games, and I'm not looking forward to the classic series portion being extended on me, but you know.
Yeah.
I'll take a new game if they're gonna give me one at this point. I'll take it. It's fine. Give me.
Any chance of adding the Legends games to that list?
There would be no chance of adding the Legends games to that list because we don't even have the ZX games on that list, but they would have to be on there first because we go through things in order like that. That's part of the purpose of it. So ZX would have to be on there first, and that would be the Quad M. And then if we add Legends to it, I guess it's MMML. I don't know.
Holy.
But I've only played the first Legends game so far, and I did do that Buster only as well because, you know, that's just what I do.
Right.
You have to use a grenade once, and that's about it that I found.
Yep.
But anywho, I don't know the second one yet. I don't know how long it is or what it's really like, so I don't even know yet if I would want to add Legends, but I'll get there.
All right.
One day at a time.
one decade at a time. I'm really slow to get around to new games, as you can tell. I have games for my 486 on DOS that I have physical copies of that I haven't played yet. That's how far behind I am.
Oh man.
Too much Mega Man.
Right on. Well,
And
hey,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
just want to say, if you guys want to find me, I am Yo Mega Mario now. Hey, shoutouts to you.
Hey.
If you guys want to find me, I am Skybane Zero. I am on Twitch. I am just getting back into streaming after a huge break. So yeah, you can find me on there. I'll probably be streaming a lot of Mega Man, especially after Mega Man, where I'm finding all these really cool Mega Man projects and fan games that everyone's doing, and somehow I never knew about, and I totally want to play them, but I also need time to do that. So that Twitch channel of mine, it's going to get a lot of mileage soon with all those, when I try out all those games. But yeah, give me a follow if you want. Yeah. Or check out Mega Mario now. He's cooler than me.
That's true.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Skybane, for that incredible showcase. Thank you very much to Yoshinator, Chomp Zero, and Kame-sanin for the incredible commentary as well.
Thank you very much for helping out and hosting and keeping us on track when we forgot to shout out the Kickstarter and all that stuff. And, you know, thanks, of course, to both Tirage and Blaze putting this whole thing on. This has been a lot of fun so far, and it's not even nearly over yet.
Yep.
I look forward to the rest.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Babs, for hosting. It's been, you did a great job.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure to be here with you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Oh, Oh,
guess if-
David, you didn't get a chance to give your shout outs. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excuse me, David. My bad.
No, you're fine. If you want to find me, I am at Get Me Off the Moon, so you can check out Get Me Off the Moon Twitter or Blue Sky. You can check out the Get Me Off the Moon Twitch once I get that back up and running.
I might just help you with that, David.
If you want to jump in and stream, you can do that anytime you want, Skybane.
Yeah, I have been considering it. I'll say that much.
Fair enough. Anytime you want, just jump on there and get that going.
Thank you for
The
the warm
door's open.
invitation.
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
But yeah, so that's where you can find me. And I think Yoshinator, if he's got any plugs he wants to do, or
Oh, we did mine already, but we could do it again. I'm just on YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
just Yoshinator. That's it. I think that's a better take anyway. So I'm good with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one didn't count.
Yeah.
For real though,
just-
guys, follow Yoshinator. He's legit hilarious in like a really dry way. You know?
Yeah.
He's
Like a
keeps me laughing.
6-hour stream, I give you at least a chuckle. So at least there's that.
there's that.
It's like all his jokes I feel are not supposed to be jokes, but they make you laugh anyway.
It's all about that delivery.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is, honestly.
All right. Well, thank you
Okay.
so much for vibing with us. Thank you so much for being here in support of the 20XD Expo Kickstarter. And don't forget, chat, if you are not already backing this expo on Kickstarter, you want to get on that. We've got early bird pricing available for both the virtual attendee and the full weekend badges. I really hope y'all can come to my beautiful city of Seattle and check it out because it's a gorgeous town. So come here for 20XD Expo. And if you can't, those virtual attendee badges will let you still enjoy all of the incredible Mega Manathon content, all of the incredible virtual event stuff that you can still participate in. You know, we would love to see you virtually if we can't see you here in Seattle. So !Kickstarter in chat right now if you want to learn more about becoming a part of that incredible 20XD Expo.
Heck yeah. Thanks again, Babs.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes our Classic Series Saturday Showcase in just about every form possible. We'll get to Mega Man 11 later, but coming up later today at 5 a.m., we're going to start Star Force 3 200%. We're going to check off that final Star Force game, show you all of them. So Rish and Timelink will be doing that. Until then, we've got a couple reruns for you, so enjoy. Have a good night, and we'll see you in a couple hours.
See ya, fam.